Oh God, Google, what did you just search?
What is it? You guys got a group now.
Give me some fucking old man candy. Top result! Candy Alexa sucks and fucks some old guy. Hardcore sex video. Oh God bless you, voice recognition. Woo. Hi, it's Weeaboo Wednesday time. I'm SpaceKase.
Hey, it's Taco.
I wasn't.
Yeah, I know.
Whatever.
That's cool.
Let's just keep on that going on the train.
Hi everyone, I'm EV0. I've been sober for at least a couple hours.
Hi, EV0.
Hi.
Hi.
We're supposed to say it together, guys.
Whatever.
We're all drunk anyway. It doesn't matter.
I'm tripping balls on cough syrup.
I'm DJ. I drink. I don't like to DJ.
You should. You need to get a fucking turntable, man. I'm saying.
So you can
And a
DJ your
microphone.
own dreams. Two turntables.
You need two turntables
You need two
and
turntables.
microphones. Then you'll have where it's at. So, we didn't watch anything this week.
Yeah.
We mostly talked about dicks.
Yeah, life happened, and we didn't have time. Sorry. So we just kind of guessed we were going to talk about anime shit for 30 or 40 minutes, see where it goes.
Remember that one post on Facebook that you did where you were acting all sultry with our viewers?
Oh, with the when I announced the newest episode of Weeaboo Wednesday? Yeah.
And you were like,
Hey, how you been?
yeah, I know what you want.
It's a new Weeaboo Wednesday.
You little dirty.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
like, you know.
I agree. We were in agreement.
I have no idea. I think it was really late. Like 3 in the
Whatever.
morning when I made it. So
Don't blame it on it. Don't blame it on the alcohol.
that's usually when my funny things happen, is when I'm really tired. So
So anyway,
what do you? Yeah. I don't know.
I tried to watch Overlord. Found out it's only on Funimation.
Fuck.
I was pissed. And I don't have a Funimation account.
If only there were ways to acquire things in a manner that was legal and easy. Because we only get things legally on this show.
Of course.
I
Yeah.
mean, oh, I guess I could have torrented. Yeah.
No,
Well,
you
of
can't do
course
that.
not.
It's illegal.
We don't do that.
Whoa. Has anybody already torrented it?
No.
Oh.
We don't do that. Jeez.
Goodness. Taco.
Nobody does
We're
anything like
good and
that.
rightful citizens.
So DJ did it already.
But I'm just saying, like, there are websites.
But there's so
Maybe.
many though.
Oh, like
Like-
just cartoon?
Maybe
I've
Like,
never heard of that.
What did
So
you watch it on?
We don't.
What was that place?
What are you talking about?
well, for the viewer's sake, we might want to list a couple so they don't have to go to those sites.
Oh yeah, because
No.
Places to avoid.
Put these on your blocked sites list
Right.
now.
I'm not comfortable with where this is going. So we'll just. You have the internet. Figure it out.
Anyway,
Dang it.
where did you watch it? Did you watch it
That
on
place.
Funimation?
No, not there.
Oh, the other place that I said. I didn't think to check there. I don't know why,
Okay.
but I will.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I watched the first part of the Animal Crossing anime, and the American fan said.
Can't imagine why you did that.
Because I like Animal Crossing.
Wait, fan sub or fan dub? I thought you said.
Oh yeah, fan dub, sorry.
Fan dubs are always
Okay.
A risky
thing.
chicken.
That's a thing.
It was pretty good. I mean, the quality I thought was alright, and it synced up well. The show is like Animal Crossing. I refuse to give it a rating because it just is what it is. Meanders and
There's a fucking crow lady that talks to a fucking squirrel, and it's just like, yay!
if you just want to like chill out on your couch with a comfy blanket and drink some hot cocoa, that's like what the show is.
So, my question is, people look at literature like Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass, and they think that dude must have been doing some shrooms and shit to think of this stuff.
Or he was a pedophile, but let's...
Or whatever, to have
he
personified animals and talking plants and shit.
I mean, he totally was a pedophile. Let's just not gloss over that.
I had no idea. I'm glad that you told me that. Anyway,
there's a whole Cracked episode about it that brings all of them up. But yeah,
I love Cracked. Anyway, but now we just accept it. Personified animals and talking things that don't talk.
A new thing. We've been doing that since humans have been humans. We've personified things and given them. That's what animism is, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's
and then,
the great mountain or the great Tanuki spirit or the wolf or whatever. We've always.
Tanukis are awesome. Fuck you.
They're awesome.
But yeah, and especially with anime, they're all of their lore has spirits of certain animals, like foxes or like Tricky, and they can turn into other things.
Or just animated things, items. They all have animation, some kind of like the hopping brooms and
the one that terrifies the fuck out of me is the parasol.
Yeah,
the with the fucking eye and the tongue coming out.
Just a
fucking creepy looking. No, the
Vanillex.
It's it's a Japanese spirit.
There's a spirit. That's what I'm saying. That's based in fairy tales and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But Animal Crossing, it's just fucking squirrels talking to crows and shit. And nobody bats an eye. They're not well, these people must have been on drugs when they thought of this.
Well, Animal Crossing is very heavily based on Japanese mythology.
Those little fucking things that you find.
Tom Nook, the famous Tom Nook, is a Tanuki. Yep. The reason the furniture turned into leaves is because Tanukis can transform stuff into leaves and out of it.
Well, they transform with a leaf.
Yeah.
They put a leaf on their head and then boom.
Yeah. Cap'n, who is the guy that steers the boat, I can't remember their name, but he's a Japanese creature that has a bowl on its head.
Kappa?
Yeah, there you go.
The turtle spirit?
Yeah, and he catches rainwater on his head. It's all kinds of stuff like that. So, but I know what you're saying. It's entered the mainstream.
Yeah.
It's part of pop culture now, almost, to have cute animals.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm glad that you brought up that it was based on Shinto, or would have known. I would have known, and I would have been well, apparently you're just a dude that goes around and talking to animals, and
even
you live with them.
Feng Shui exists in Animal Crossing,
too.
I
played the original Animal Crossing.
Yeah, if you put green stuff in the east and stuff like that, you have higher luck in the game. So, it's all kinds of stuff like that in the game.
That's good to know.
Fuck that game.
I just thought
we not even call it a game.
Yeah, it's.
I love it, and it's not a game. There's no game element.
No, there's digging for seashells to pay off your fucking mortgage.
I'll have you know I'm on my third home loan. Thank you very much.
Of course, because he's like, hey man, you just paid off that house, but you want a bigger house.
The trifling matter of the cost of your new home will be I think Tom Nook is a chill guy. He offers you a house basically for free and says, pay me back whenever with zero interest. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Then.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. He buys houses and doesn't afraid of Muslims.
Anything. Willie, you went there. You went there. I have a Khalifa, the Saudi prince hat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I own one of them.
I didn't know you did that.
Yeah. In Animal Crossing.
Plus,
in Animal Crossing. I was like,
as we established last week, we're only allowed to be racist against Amish now.
I'm not being racist. I'm just saying, if anything, it's the air quoted reverse racism.
Oh, okay.
Because I was making fun of the fact that even though we are apparently the land of the free and the home of the brave, we're too afraid to let refugees in. So
is that all of our official stance? It is, yeah.
Let's not talk about this on the anime one.
Fuck it.
We should have brought that up on Loot Table if we were going to talk about it.
We're too busy.
But no, we were arguing about Fallout.
Yelling at each other.
Anyway.
That's a good question to ask you. Is there any animation from Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, any of those places that has reached mainstream audience?
No. But there was a co-produced Arab anime called Torkaiser that came out a couple years ago.
Really?
It starred a... I don't remember where he was from. But it was animated by an animation company in Japan. It was in... Let me just look it up. But main character was an Arab character, and the robot and everything he fought people in his native country. It was weird. But Torque.
You know what we need? We need an anime about the Kurds.
No?
Yeah.
Torkaiser. Let's look here.
Only the Jews would be like, yeah, I know what you're going through. Like, yeah.
Well, that's it.
It was made in Abu Dhabi,
Nifty.
which is part of the United Arab Emirates. So yes, he was an Emirati named Ahmed, and when he was on a vacation in Tokyo,
Bought a robot.
got brought up with the robot. I never actually got to see it, but it looked fucking awesome. But yeah, I kind of forgot about it. But now that you've said that, I'm going to look into it because
On the coattails of that, I come to you seeking a recommendation.
Okay.
I want the best goddamn giant robot anime I can get. That is somewhat serious and has really good mech designs. That's what I'm looking for.
Gundam.
Somewhat serious.
Mm-hmm. At least somewhat serious.
I mean, you've already watched the best giant robot show ever.
Oh, yeah.
I have. That's true.
Which we plan on watching here soon.
Fuck.
I know it's a little outside your normal scope.
No, I love mech shows, but most of them are old.
I'm okay with old.
They kind of they're coming back, but after Evangelion made them like all dark and shit.
And dramatic.
Yeah,
I will say I've never watched the original Gundam. So
I wouldn't recommend.
Yeah, I
it.
wouldn't do
I
the
haven't
original
watched
Gundam.
any Gundam.
Really?
So, yeah.
You haven't watched any Gundam at all.
Oh, wait,
do,
that
you,
mess team.
do you want to watch a serious and you want a semi-serious one? Yes, 8th MS team. Gundam 8th MS team.
8 the mess team.
8th MS.
8 the mess team. Okay.
08TH.
I would also watch Gundam Seed and Gundam Seed Destiny. And I've heard that Iron Blooded Orphans is actually pretty good too.
Yeah, I haven't got to watch that yet, but no, it looks
That's
awesome.
the newest one that just came out.
Okay.
If you want to watch one that is serious and based on weird lore, but not this is basically Evangelion, but with Mayan influences instead of Christian influences. Razafan.
Razafan.
I enjoyed it. I've got it on DVD.
Is it cohesive?
It does have an actual ending.
Does it have a wink scene?
No.
Okay.
Like everything makes sense. It involves aliens and shit too, but it resolves stuff.
Okay.
Unlike Evangelion, which was just like, meh, everybody's gonna turn to goo.
I thought it was like lemonade or what was
Tang.
it? Tang.
It was orange colored goo, yeah. Like the,
Fanta?
Don't you wanna?
but yeah, that one I really enjoyed.
So, I recently started trying to watch, like I said, Overlord, and I was like, I gave up. I was like, well, what other shows are we talking about recently? And I came across Log Horizon on Crunchyroll.
Which I'm surprised you never started before because it's fucking amazing.
Well, this is where my story is going to piss you off, and I think it's kind of funny. I started it, absolutely hated it. I was like, this is confusing, it's stupid, and I don't understand what's going on. 3 or 4 episodes in, I look up, I'm watching Log Horizon 2. It's like the second season.
Damn it.
And it's just like, it kept referencing stuff back.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, they did a lot of like stupid backstory art for no reason. Unless they're gonna, explain this later on. And like,
You dense motherfucker.
I was just like, I don't understand why they keep doing this. Why are they still referencing stuff that I don't understand? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
So did you finally go back and watch?
Well, once I realized it was today that I realized that I was watching Log Horizon 2.
It's a really good show. I haven't finished it yet.
And I'm
but
gonna,
really, really like it.
I started the first couple minutes of the first one.
Where Sword Art Online was an action tragedy, at least in the first arc. This is a political drama.
Yeah. This, like the way the second one started, like, to be honest, you could start with Log Horizon 2, not knowing anything about Log Horizon.
Obviously
when they
not
do-
because you thought it was stupid.
Well, I thought it was stupid that they kept referencing stuff back to, like, it's like, why are you referencing this? I never watched it. Like, I don't understand. But you could watch it, like, the story is linear enough to make sense. if they took out those referential pieces.
The thing about Log Horizon, it's one of those shows that pacing-wise really keeps building on itself, and the more you watch it, the more it gets better and better and better. It starts off slow. It's a slow burn, but
the main character, I forget his name, Shiro.
Yeah.
Whew! What a protagonist! Like
Well,
he appeals to me.
He's like not the usual protagonist that
no,
you have.
not at all.
He plays a support character.
Yep.
He's an
He plays a
enchanter.
support character, and he thinks about everything.
Yeah.
And he is a fucking genius when it comes to politics. He just sits, like, he doesn't take a main part of any of the proceedings, but he has everything in control. And
like,
he's awesome.
When the second season started, they were coming into issues with money in the actual physical game after they were
Which
trapped.
the ending of that story arc was, whew!
Well, they start with a full raid where they're like, well, we need a full raid, but we can't let anybody in this city know because there's spies from this city that are in this city. So I've got to go outside of the city and talk to these people who rejected us earlier. And
You don't even know what people of the land are, do you?
No, I have no. That's why I was like, fucking like, wait, this princess is a person of the land. I don't know what that means.
Please avoid spoilers too, because I haven't finished it yet.
Okay, well, go back and watch the beginning, because people of the land are basically NPCs.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
NPCs,
I made that assumption in the third or fourth episode of season 2. I was so confused. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
It's a deep show. I would imagine so. Yeah.
I just thought that they would, I thought the first one was gonna be like, oh, so they've already been introduced into the game, and then they'll go back and explain everything.
I had this assumption about the show because again I haven't finished it, that it's going to make a big statement because they never. It's almost like they forget they're trapped in an MMO for a long time. Like it never gets brought up or anything. So you want to spoil it, don't you?
I can't say anything.
You
But
do.
no, now that I know that it's not stupid and self-referential for no reason at all.
Not confusing.
It's just too deep for you.
No, it was just like literally every other scene was like showing art from what would be another episode in the past. I'm just like, why the fuck would you spend the time drawing this and not actually explain what's going on? And then I realized that I'm the idiot. But anyway,
I'm the asshole here.
so nope. Initially didn't like it at all, and hopefully I'm gonna like it.
You can't have an opinion yet because you watched it in the
No,
middle.
I hate the second season. It's stupid as hell. If you haven't seen the first season.
Exactly. It's just because you're dumb. But what?
Exactly. It's not my fault that I went to Log Horizon and hit play, and Crunchyroll was like, did you mean Log Horizon 2? It doesn't make any sense. God damn it, Crunchyroll, get your shit together.
By the way, we're not sponsored by
You're
them.
making me look like an idiot.
On a show by Animu. But
And only I make me look like an idiot.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
nobody. So yeah, I'm still being a shitlord.
Sounds like it.
I haven't
You're
watched.
a white man, so
Oh, political. Still trying to finish fucking Tales of Zestiria, which got interrupted by Overwatch. It's not. We already talked about that.
yeah.
So
Just, I mean, real quick.
I
Great game.
actually kind of want to talk about Overwatch because I think the art style is heavily influenced by kind of the modern mesh of Western and Eastern art style. We're kind of getting this. You get kind of almost like the line art of what I associate with modern Western comics, with the shading and coloring of what I expect from manga and anime.
well, have
That
you
makes
seen
sense.
like the actual concept art for, or not the concept art, but like the character art, the 2D drawn
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah,
All of that's very Asian inspired, like, especially Diva.
right.
Well, yeah, Diva and Mei, the Asian characters, Hanzo and Genji.
Hanzo and Genji,
Well, I was remarking on
and the fucking
on the loot table that the effects looked hand drawn, and these hand drawn effects reminded me immediately of.
it's very
Bluth
anime
films.
inspired. Yeah.
Well, I was saying more Bluth than anything. I was like, wow, these hand drawn effects look like a Bluth movie or like King's Quest, the new King's Quest.
But yeah.
Well, DJ, you had a particular show that you finished.
Actually, I had
Badgers.
2 that I finished. First, it was Rocket Brave of the Six Flowers. I liked it.
Jam.
I didn't so much like the end, because it was like, hey, we finished this problem. Congratulations. Let's have this problem again.
Right.
Let's all ignore it.
Yeah. Well, I do like that because, I mean, he's right. The main character's right. It's like, we can sit around and waste our fucking time with this again, or we can just go do what we're supposed to be doing anyway. So,
however, I also figured who was going to be the bad guy. Like, once I saw her ending video, it was like, she is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And that's just bad news bears for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm really like stuck on watching Overlord. Like I wanted to watch it.
Yeah, do it. It's good. It's a good show.
God, fucking.
It's not done yet, is it?
No.
Or is it?
No, I think it's
The
only
first season's done, but
six or so episodes in.
no, it's 12.
Is it?
Yeah.
I have no idea. Maybe that was on Funimation when I
Maybe.
looked at it.
I don't know.
You guys haven't watched Rock and Brave the Six Flowers, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
It's a very spoiler-heavy show.
Have you?
Yeah.
Have you seen Magi yet?
Like Magister Negai Magi?
No, Magi like
Labyrinth of
Magic.
Yeah, Labyrinth of Magic.
Oh, it's so good.
It was a weird take on
Aladdin.
Aladdin and
It wasn't a
Alibaba.
weird take. I think it was.
They basically took the names and that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God, it's so good though.
That'd
Like
be
the
like
concept,
that'd be a great tabletop game to play through, I think.
like a setting.
Yeah, a setting, yeah.
And basically, think of if our characters in 3.5 were real, and D&D 3.5 were real, and had all these wondrous
terrifying
items
thought.
and shit, and each of those characters owned a country,
That's an even more terrifying
and
thought.
then a level 1 character springs up in the middle of it, and goes about their life.
That sounds
And
terrible.
then befriends a level 20 god type.
Yeah.
And
Or no, well, I mean, basically, he gets a wondrous item, like with infinite uses.
Okay.
It's so legit. Like it's probably one of my favorite animes.
I'll throw it on the enormous list of things I'll
I
finish
know.
by the time I'm dead.
I need Durarara too. Need to finish.
Durarara, that's one of my favorite animes of all time.
I know. That's why I want to do it because
So good.
What about One Punch Man? Everyone keeps talking about that.
Start it very
Do
much
that.
like
we were supposed to do Bones, and then right
Beautiful
after
Bones.
that, we were going to do Punchline.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It
but
was going to be awesome.
didn't have time this week, so we just had to show up and talk about anime that we've watched. So I'm sorry.
Whatever. You're not
Sorry.
You
I
don't
am.
care about how I feel.
Do I have to talk about anime, or can I talk about animation in general?
No, fuck it. It's a weird episode. Just go ahead. Why?
Star Wars Rebels. Really good show. People should watch it.
I've heard.
It looks childish at
I've heard
first,
that.
but it is a very good, true, dedicated homage to the old movies.
Well, I liked the Clone Wars series for the most part.
It's not as high as production quality as Clone Wars because it doesn't have a couple $1 million going into it.
Yeah.
Are we talking the CG Clone Wars or the good Clone Wars?
Well, about that, the first season of CGI was bad, but it gets really good.
Yeah, no, the CG one gets pretty good.
Yeah, season 1 is...
It's actually
I
funny.
watched because I was like, oh sweet new fucking
Yeah.
Star Wars cartoon, and then I started watching it. I'm like,
Not the.
Just completely skip season
Awful.
1.
Well, there was like 15-minute episodes.
ended up being about 2.5 hours total.
Those
But
ones at
those
Cartoon
were
Network.
and those were fucking awesome.
Those were really legit.
Samurai Jack with lightsabers.
Yeah,
Yep.
basically.
But no, Star Wars Rebels, really, really great introduction for kids, too. They're not quite ready for the movies. They even have
Lando Calrissian.
actually voice. Yeah, actually voice. It's really good. It's a good show.
Speaking of Star Wars, December's coming on, guys. Like,
Did you ever see that Star Wars anime that fan anime that guy made?
Well, I saw the intro. Like, if Star Wars was
80s anime?
like 80s anime, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a 4 or 5 minute short that
Yeah,
some guy did.
It was like the intro for a Star Wars, like if an anime show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Did
that
you-
was awesome.
that was so good.
He did that all by himself, if
Yeah.
I remember correctly.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Oda King is the guy that made it.
It looks so good.
He very much loves 80s anime.
Well, that's like the series that Square Enix did on Star Wars, where they reimagined some of the Star Wars characters. Have you seen that?
No.
Oh, they're pretty cool.
I think just pause for a moment. DJ, what's the second show you finished?
Oh, yeah.
Monster Mizume.
Ah!
Dicks.
Them monster titties.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't see no titties, remember?
Whatever.
I'm looking up Square Enix.
But yeah, that show was a very much of a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
What, Monster Museum?
Yeah.
Why is it a guilty pleasure?
Because, did you watch it?
Yes.
Yeah. That's
It's clearly fan service.
like every orifice of it is just like boop.
Orifice.
It's just seeping fan service everywhere.
But the point I raised earlier too is that something can be
Oh, the
They did
Toys.
a series of
Yeah,
figures,
yeah, yeah.
I think.
something can be erotically charged or erotic without it being pornographic or having to be a guilty pleasure. Monster Musume, I think, is just a good show, and yes,
So-
it's also erotic. But that's
In my opinion, a guilty pleasure is something that you like watching but wouldn't admit in public. For whatever reasons.
But I don't even like the word public. Like, if so,
we're admitting it as publicly as we can right now, I
yeah.
guess.
I mean, yeah, but
I
nobody
say
gives
it
a
on
shit
the
'cause
show,
nobody
knowing my
listens.
coworkers don't listen to it.
Yeah.
If my 60-year-old coworker asked me if I watched Monster Musume for some fucking reason,
You'd be really surprised.
then I'd probably tell him because he knows about it. But would I just announce it? No.
What I'm saying is, like, my guilty pleasure... One of my guilty pleasures is Justin Timberlake. I like his music.
He's not guilty. He makes good music.
He does make good music, but people will
you
judge
mean
you.
his people make good music?
There it is.
Judgment.
There it is. Yeah.
So, I mean,
Pop,
you're-
I'm not judgment on him. That's all pop. All
Yeah.
pop is some people make something and then package it with whoever they can market with.
I'm sure that Justin Timberlake writes his own music.
Okay,
Not all of it.
Go ahead and believe that.
I'm sure that he writes some of it.
I can't really think of a guilty pleasure.
I have an anime that I can think of right now.
I have unjustified ones that I don't really feel the need to explain, like
Maybe-
Animal Crossing.
Ebichu, the housekeeping hamster.
What?
Is that
If
worse
you
than
knew
Hamtaro?
anything about it, if you saw, like, if you caught me watching that, you'd be like, "What the
I'm looking up right now.
fuck?"
I'm looking at it right now because I'm going to forget it later and I don't want to.
It's about a hamster that lives with a 25-year-old office lady. She bought him for $3, I think. The office lady has a horrible abusive relationship. Takes it all out on the hamster. The hamster tries its best to help his owner with, or sorry, no, her.
Yeah.
Her owner. Because later that guy falls in love
Yeah.
with her. Holy shit. But
Hair.
It looks adorable.
it looks adorable until you get caught with one of the sex scenes.
This is what I'm showing you
It
right
looks-
now.
it looks
This is
a
an
lot-
alphabetized list of all the songs that Justin Timberlake has written. He's also written for other artists.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
It looks a lot like
Shin-chan?
Yes. Yes, thank you. I was going to say Milk Chan. I knew that wasn't right.
Milk Chin.
Super Milk Chen was another actual show that was fucking awful.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
I can't.
But no, Ebichu, like, that's something that I would not want people finding
Oh,
out
I didn't
that I
get to
watch.
see it. I was too busy proving Casey wrong. What's it called?
I unironically like baby metal, but I'm not guilty about that. I don't feel guilty about it.
See, I mean, it's Japanese, so we can talk about it. I think that Lady Baby
Yeah, I think we talked about
Is-
Lady Baby before.
a superior product. Than,
Lady
The-
baby.
Oh,
Then-
have you not seen it?
do you not know?
Oh my god.
Really? Oh god.
I can
Okay.
power to the 10,000 today.
Yeah.
Lady Baby is there's this Australian wrestler that like his costume is a Japanese schoolgirl outfit, and he also sings in a metal band. He decided to mesh these two things together.
Is
so
he the guy with the pigtails?
yes, and
Yes.
the big scruffy
Yes.
ginger beard.
Yes.
He decided to recruit two girls to sing for him, and then he screams and growls in metal.
Yes, I've seen this.
They're fantastic, and he's in the video with them doing this cutesy dances. It's goddamn hilarious, and I love Lady Baby. They're fucking phenomenal. So yeah, that's a Japanese thing you need to
We
check
could
out.
totally watch them if you want. If you felt like the need.
I mean, we will later when we're not recording.
I'm just saying.
But
If you felt the need,
I have a past guilty pleasure, but it's the only thing I can think
is
of.
it Japanese related?
it's 50 Cent.
No.
Okay.
Hunting
Why not?
Woman.
I've tried finding something Japanese, and I can't. I like Monster Musume, and I will admit that. There's nothing wrong with it. The only guilty pleasure I can even think of is I legitimately enjoyed a season of Next Top Fashion Designer.
Oh yeah, that does sound. That's a pretty guilty pleasure.
And I refuse to ever watch that show again because they voted off the best designer of all time, Epperson. So,
Jesus.
there you go.
Jesus.
That's all I can think of.
I like it.
So I guess we can do some Q&A stuff.
Okay.
I already know your answers, but I'll go ahead and ask for
Dicks.
Fucking psychic? You don't know my life.
I do.
You don't know
I know
me.
your answers. What's your favorite anime?
Well, okay, fuck you. That's so easy.
It's going to be FLCL, isn't it?
yes.
Yeah.
Have you seen my flag in Animal Crossing?
Yeah,
It's the P.
I saw the P, and I thought it was amazing.
Is it the D?
Why is it your favorite anime?
I refuse to answer that.
Why?
I won't say it.
I'm pretty sure we talked about it.
Because of spoilers?
No, not for spoilers.
Just-
It's just something that I care enough about that I refuse to let anything I say taint someone else's viewing of the show. If they've already viewed it, I'll talk to them about it. But viewers on this show who haven't seen it, no way.
All right. I share my favorite anime with Taco here, so I'm pretty sure if it's still what I think it is.
Favorite anime ever? Eureka 7.
Yep, that's still my favorite as well.
100%. Like,
Eureka 7?
it's right there with Full Metal Alchemist and Ganketsudo because probably Eureka 7 definitely made me cry a couple times.
I
At
cried
least.
several times in that show. Not like I cried out of like just fucking heartache.
Yeah.
Several times during the show. Mm-hmm. That was the first thing that I ever watched. Whenever they hit the ending, I was actually crying because I was so happy.
Oh.
Have you seen Eureka 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, whenever he gets out, like whenever. Fuck it! Spoilers for
I
Year
just want
7.
to say, I've seen literally all of it but the last episode.
I know, and
So-
you've had my DVDs for 4 years,
I have.
and if you haven't watched it yet, sorry on you. Going in the last few episodes, it kept building and getting worse and worse
it
and
tensed
worse.
up, like when they crashed on the other planet, and
And
they were like, completely despaired, and everybody was freaking out, and
she her crystallizing on her arm.
Chrysalis, yeah,
When Renton gets the rock and starts beating the shit out of his arm to wreck it, I fucking broke down so hard. Like, it was like, now I can be just like you. And I'm like, God damn it, man. God, I can't do this. I can't.
Fine, I'll finish the damn show.
it's so good.
But, like, that final shot with them surfing off into the light and, oh my God.
It has one of the most perfect endings.
They tie up everything.
Yeah.
Like, they even explain who the fuck that little dude on the Gecko State was. You didn't know the entire time. They were like different.
He kind of reminds me of Grandpa or Oji-san off of Gurren Lagann.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious, like that, because when I started watching Eureka 7, was probably, I can say this, is when I really started getting into anime. It was what brought me full circle into it. Like, I used to watch Toonami, Tenchi Muyo, Sailor Moon growing up, stuff like that. But Eureka 7 was something that I totally got legally off the internet. 100% legally.
I'll admit it. I fucking torrented the shit out of it.
Oh, yeah. Like, that's
But-
what I'm saying. Like,
After I started it, I downloaded it, watched the entire thing, 52 episodes, in 2 days.
yeah, I know.
And immediately went out and bought it.
Well, I couldn't...
Legit.
Like, I couldn't...
Because, holy shit,
I
it's
didn't
so
have
good.
the internet capabilities of downloading it all at once and going through and watching it. So I had to download it bit by bit. And it was almost like it released every week for me. Like I'd have to watch a little
Weird
bit, download a
question.
little
When
bit.
did you watch this?
2005?
Okay.
2006?
Well, that was when it was actually coming out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you might...
2005, 2006.
Okay.
It would have been... I would have known you, that most definitely, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only reason I went back and watched it was because I was still... This was back when I was still going to 4chan and hanging out on the A board. and somebody was like, "Why don't people talk about how good Eureka 7 is?"
Well, that's what I was getting. Like when I first started watching it, people hated on me because Neon Genesis Evangelion was still like
that is.
They were making comparisons. They were like, Eureka 7 is just a ripoff of...
No, it's the complete fucking antithesis to Evangelion.
Because it actually finishes, but...
And because it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, people were drawing conclusions based on what they could see. You know, giant robots, alien girl...
I think I'm going to have to rewatch all of it.
You will.
Because I can't remember enough of it to have...
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What the two people...
Ray and Charles?
Yeah, fucking Ray and Charles.
That was another part that...
Yeah.
When she was reaching for his hand, holy shit. Just,
Jesus Christ. The feels, man. Oof.
Fucking love that show. So yeah, if you guys haven't seen it, we haven't really spoiled anything.
No.
Because we didn't tell you what actually happened in the last episode.
In the movie, the reimagining...
No, fuck you. It was awful.
It's not that bad.
Yes, it's bad.
No. It's not that bad. It's interesting.
No.
Tell me that if this came out by itself, standalone, before the show, that it wouldn't at least be something under your radar.
No, because it had a fucking shitty mascot character, and it was silly, and I didn't... It made no cohesive sense within itself.
No, not really.
Yeah, and that needs to happen.
Eh.
It was just like relying on you knowing about Eureka 7 and assuming all of this shit.
After we hear your answer, I have a follow-up to your question.
So yeah, we've talked about Eureka 7 enough. What's your favorite show, DJ?
Favorite show? Probably the first one that I actually went out and decided to buy. That's Record of Lotus War.
That's old school, bro.
From way back, sword and sorcery and all that shit.
An actual D&D game.
Back when you would pay probably around $30-$40 for a VHS that had 2 episodes on it.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember ever paying that much for a VHS.
Anime, dude, that it cost a lot more.
Import.
Weren't you born after VHS anyway?
No, I mean, I was born during VHS 91.
Yeah.
Like, special interest VHSs always cost more. Porn also as well.
Oh.
And I had the box set of that shit. Had a dragon, filling out the cover.
That was one thing that I really miss about VHSs because they would put the marquee shit across the entire thing. That was so cool.
Yeah, it was the
You can't do that really with DVDs anymore.
Not really, no.
Not unless you put one DVD in each case. And only put like half the episode on each
or
one.
have an insanely large show. Like
and they
One Piece.
They used to do that with... I've stopped buying individual release DVDs. I don't even know if they actually do that anymore. Because I haven't had to buy many DVDs anymore since...
I grew up on the internet. I don't fucking...
Yeah, I don't care about owning stuff anymore, unless it's really good, and I'll go buy it. But most of the time, I just watch it on Crunchyroll, and I'm like, oh, that was cool. And I move on.
Even if it's fantastic, I don't immediately go out and buy it. It's something that goes on my wish list for, gifts or splurge or something like that.
Well, no, I watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I was like, nope, gotta buy that shit, and then I bought it. But anyway, Record of Lotus War.
Yeah. It just... I've always liked fantasy, and this was the first one that I was... The only time that I've ever found an anime that I picked up and I was like, yeah, I want to buy this. Like, dollars for dimes, everyone that I've done that is like, yeah, I want to buy this. It's been absolute garbage. I bought Babel. I bought that.
Oh, God.
That old
movie? That was just a movie,
it was
right?
a show.
The one from...
Tokyo Babylon? Is that what you're talking about?
Babylon.
No, it was some... I mean, Babel was a movie, but it was a show first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Tokyo Babylon and X were actually pretty good, weren't they? I enjoyed them.
X?
No, X... No. X... No. And Tokyo Babylon's not...
Yeah.
Tokyo Babylon is made by the guy that made X.
Yeah.
And it's garbage.
X's or Tokyo Babylon?
Both. Tokyo Babylon makes no sense, and then X is just super fucking depressing.
And really fucked up.
I didn't mind either of them.
God, what was the other... X wasn't... Keep talking,
Yeah.
I'm going to look
but
up what
anyway,
X...
that show was just called Babel the Second. And the movie was... It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. The show was essentially... Usually for animes, when they have to condense a show into a movie, it's like, okay, you can see where they cut things out. This was the opposite. It was like we had to stretch the movie out into this show. And so it was nothing. It was just I couldn't get through the whole thing. But at any rate, Record Lotus War was the first one that I picked up, because the first box that I picked up, it has D-Lit, her face, and like her cape and like chest armor framing out, and then you had like all the characters like beneath her with their weapons, all like in battle stances. I was like, yes. I was like, this is an adventure and shit, and that's what I got. Episode 1, they had to kill a dragon. Yep. Well, they didn't have to kill a dragon, they had to escape from a dragon, but they destroyed ruins to do it.
Spoilers!
Episode 1. That doesn't matter.
For a show that's like, what, 20 plus years old now?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's almost 30.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, go back. X was the movie, and then there was X 1999 was the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Tokyo Babylon is completely different.
Well, I didn't think that they were in the same universe. I knew that the creator had made both of them.
But,
Going back, I don't even necessarily like putting FLCL as my favorite show, because it's a bit more than that for me. If you really maybe had to like pick a show that I like because of its showiness, it would probably be probably Cowboy Bebop, honestly.
Oh.
it was a good show.
I know it's a classic, and
show.
it's like everyone's gonna pick that one, but I
No,
love
really,
the jazz themes and the art. And
it's a favorite of a lot of people's, but I don't know if it's like the absolute favorite of.
I like the movie too. I love the movie. Thought he had a great villain.
Outstanding.
The movie is fantastic. It takes place between like episode 19 and 20, I think, something like that. But
well, I mean, definitely before the last episode.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard for me to say that I really like anything as a favorite, like be all end all. This is my favorite of this.
Yeah.
Because I always like things for completely different reasons.
Right. Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, this was pretty good, but that's because of this, this, and this. And oh, this one was good, but that's because of this, that, and that.
Right.
Like, I like a show called Michiko to Hichen. It was horribly depressing. Like for 90% of the show.
Like Grave of the Fireflies?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, it started out just horrendous. There was a girl. She's been adopted, and the foster family just shits on her all the time. Like, they force chores on her. Like, the kids are always, like, just throwing shit at her. The dad is some, like, priest. Like, because it's very questionable, all the shit he does. And so she just had to live there and just deal with it. And she's always had, like, fantasy, like, dreams that her dad would one day come by, like, get her out of the situation and like live and be like, happy and good and whatever. And one day, this like crazy criminal lady who just broke out of prison, like smashes through one of their windows onto her table, and looks at the kid and is like, "Hey, you're like, I know your dad. You're her daughter. You're her daughter or his daughter, right?" She's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, you're coming with me. We're gonna find this guy." And so it's the two of them on a road trip. Trying to find this guy. And it was like, the girl was young, but she, because of all the shit, she was kind of, like, mentally, she was older, and the older one with her was just a criminal, so she wasn't, and it was, like, weird having them, like, deal with each other, but as they went on, like, they both kind of grew, and I was expecting everyone to die at the end, but they didn't. And it was just a great ending. And like she said at the end, it's like, "Hey, I've done some shit. I need to go to prison for a while." Like, sorry.
So she broke out of prison, took this girl to see her dad, and then went back to prison willingly.
Yes.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah. And the girl, they actually did find her dad. And both of them kind of realized this guy is just an unrepentant asshole. Yeah. Like, it was in the epilogue for her. She's like, "Yeah, he left me like 2 years later. Like with some lady. And I just had to deal." And in the end, she finds gets mailed a box. And she's like, "What the hell is this?" And there's just a bunch of like women's clothes in there. She's like, "What the fuck this isn't my size. Who the hell's sending me this shit?" But then she like reads handwriting and she's like, "Wait a minute," like tracks down where it was from, goes back to her old house, and like it's all decrepit, and so, but she turned around and there she is, and they hug, and I was like, "Oh, it's beautiful, it's great," and that was the end. I was like, "Oh, it's so nice."
At first I thought it was going to be like a Cinderella, but
I just saw DJ, like, imagine DJ like in a dark room, like the rays of the TV on him, and he's just like, like,
That's
Nice.
I'm gonna reveal some secrets. He does that. Like,
Like,
I'll hear it.
Like
Nothing wrong
anytime
with that. Nothing wrong with enjoying it.
that's all I want to
you
do.
know, like the end of the credits production, like sit boo boo sit, good dog. I want that as my end of the credits production. Like,
Is DJ going?
yeah,
all right.
he's like, that's nice.
If we ever make a production company, that has to be our like jingle.
Yeah. Well, not like it's the end of the credits, like the
end card.
like Bad Robot or like
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
William
that's
Street.
nice.
Mutant enemy.
Yeah.
Arg.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
White Pants.
That's nice.
You just have like
Absolutely.
What's that other one? Oh, the guys that do the house. That's some bad hat, Harry.
yeah. Or
Bye.
bye. Have a good time.
Yep.
Have a beautiful time.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Whatever. Sorry.
Fuzzy Door Productions. Jesus.
Stupid monkey.
Stupid monkey.
Good Lord. Well,
There's a lot of them. I think ours is good though.
that's nice.
Nice.
Okay, I have a follow-up question. I know I have to wrap this up. Follow-up question to your favorite. Would you let it be remade?
Mm-hmm.
And if it was, do you have any particular studio or person that you'd want to do it?
For Eureka 7, no, because
No.
my favorite company made it, Bones.
Yeah.
They also made a sequel, which was awful. So no, I don't want them to touch it.
Did they make a sequel?
Yes,
Oh.
Eureka 7 AO, and it was
Oh.
atrocious.
We were talking about that recently, I think.
He didn't give a shit about any of the characters at all. You find whenever Ritten and Eureka show up, finally, it's just like whatever. We don't fucking care at this point. Main character's a stupid douchebag. His best friend was a dumb whore that was just like, I hate everything and I'm gonna kill the planet because nobody's nice to me and fuck it. It was
So
stupid show.
I think I'm gonna have to watch it to have my own opinion, but because some things me and Casey agree on, and then there's some things that we just completely disagree on. So I don't know. I might like this show.
I mean,
But no.
if you do, you like bad things, and that's fine.
I would not let them remake Eureka 7.
Which they already tried to with
Yeah.
that movie,
But-
and you were defending it.
I'm just saying the movie brings another perspective. It's like, God, I'm getting flashbacks of another fucking anime that I can't remember the name of, and it's going to piss me off.
What happened in it?
Well, it reminded me a lot of Eureka 7, but the robot is like made of crystals or something shit
Golden
like that.
Boy.
Was it the one with there were 3 different girl pilots?
No, that's Vandred, I think you're thinking
No,
of.
I was thinking of Lagrange.
Oh no, Lagrange was all right. I mean, I didn't really enjoy it, but no, fuck, it's gonna drive
Made
me
out of
crazy.
crystals?
Yeah, almost positive they were made out of crystals that were found in the ground.
Homework.
That's Eureka 7.
Shit. Wait. Explain this. Do they go into a cave?
And then that miner guy's like, I found the best thing, and I was like, I'm going to show my brother wasn't crazy, and he holds him at gunpoint and was like, and they're trying to take the, yeah.
I think maybe.
So
It's
you think
Eureka
about
7.
Eureka 7 reminded you of Eureka 7.
I was gonna say Zammed because
Zand is really good too. I like
That was a
Zand.
fucking weird show, though.
Yeah. Oh,
Intro was great.
that's
Yeah.
funny though.
It's one of my
That
favorite
is
intros.
pretty funny.
What about you?
I don't know why I thought it was a different show.
If they were going to remake Record of the Lost War, would you allow it? And if you did, who would you have do it?
yeah, I'd say it could stand to be remade, but only the first set. Not the second season because there is another pretty much like a branch story, and I was like, no, that's absolute bullshit. None of that happened. I disavow all knowledge of it.
Oh, the second part.
Because one of the best characters dies on the first disc, and he was the most badass character in the first in the first show. At the end of it, he's like, yeah, that's a legendary fucking dragon. I'm gonna fight that. Everybody's like, you're fucking crazy. That will kill you. He's like, I don't give a shit. Someone needs to fight it, and that's what I'm gonna do. he got killed by pirates in the first disc of the second season. I was
Didn't
like,
even
no.
get rezzed?
I haven't even seen the show. Fuck that.
Yeah.
See, what I would like to see if they do another Lodos, they had an anime recently, and I forgot the name of it. I need to watch it. What they did was they got a bunch of creators together, played a tabletop RPG,
Oh, we talked about
recorded the story, and then made an anime of it.
Right.
I would love them to do that with them, or to get the original players for Lodos back, do another big session,
Yeah.
and record everything, and then animate it. That would be fucking awesome. But
Totally down for that.
Penny Arcade.
those D&D campaigns they do are so good.
Awesome.
They are. They're top notch. They truly are.
That DM knows what he's doing.
I am Jim Dark Magic of the
New
New England Dark Magics.
Been win bronze bottom.
And
In fact, they have Morgan Webb on there.
yeah, they had,
That was awesome.
and then they had Will Wheaton for a while until he died.
Fucking Will Wheaton.
I had to unfollow him on Twitter.
Well, because of his wife, right?
No, him too. He's look, I'm gonna make one political statement here real quick. I fall right in the middle politically. I think super left wingers and super right wingers are both fucking retarded.
Yeah.
And I honestly can't tell you if I think super left wingers or right wingers are more insufferable. But I'm leaning toward left wingers at this point. I just can't deal with it.
Really?
I can't deal with it.
Even with like the current state that everything's in, you think left wingers are more annoying than right wingers right now?
Yeah, because
I
they
don't even like using these terms.
they own it. They own the fact that the other ones are just social justice bullshit that they don't actually even believe in, but they're just saying it because it's a hot button topic and it just pisses me off.
Yeah, but
Anyway, that's not a conversation we should have here. Any final anime thoughts?
No.
Okay.
It's both my answer to my own question and that one.
Also, if you're looking for a good anime thing to follow on Twitter, Out of Context Anime, fantastic. So good. They just take screenshots, post them, and you're just left to wonder what the fuck's going on.
I'm planning on watching next either the new Yaggerman show, or I finally refound the mid-2000s Cyborg 009.
Oh,
and I've been wanting to watch that for the longest time.
Oh, yeah.
I want to watch the new Cyber 009 movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard it's really good.
I was doing research on Cashern while listening to one of our podcasts, and I guess they've got at least a couple live actions
Yeah, there was a series, but
that didn't look too bad.
anyway, oh god, we have like almost an hour episode this time. Jeez, guys,
Whatever happens.
it's crazy, but yeah, sorry, we'll be back next time with an actual fucking
Bones, right?
show.
Beautiful
Beautiful
The
Bones.
one time we didn't have a show to talk about, we had a lot to talk about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
These episodes are good, though.
It's not like anybody's listening.
yeah, again, we only have like 5 people, but I noticed the other day, like I think it was the 11th or 12th of this month, somebody watched a shitload of our stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, there was like 9 or 10 hours watched in that day, just that day. I was like, somebody binge watched everything. That's
We
a
love
good
you,
feeling.
person.
I'm gonna shout out to Landon if you listen to this episode because he's watched a number of our episodes.
Oh,
and
thank
gives
you,
me
Landon.
Did he
pretty
resub?
responsive feedback.
Because he didn't. He subbed and then didn't sub.
Really?
He
Yeah.
unsubbed.
That's
He
hilarious.
I think he unsubbed after the giveaway. And we talked about it last time. We were like, I guess he was butthurt and he didn't get the giveaway.
No, he's provided a lot of really good feedback and has been actually invested in the show.
Good.
So
Thank you,
We don't-
Landon.
Yeah, we don't hear about. I mean, we got Travis in California, and I guess we have Landon here now.
Yeah, Travis, by the way, he was the one that was playing Overwatch with.
Yeah.
If you guys watched any of the Overwatch stream.
I think we're gonna. I really want to do some more with that video. I think we might cut it up and do some commentary or something like that on there, and then we'll repost it on our channel
Okay.
just to make it a little bit more fun. And I think it'd give me a lot of practice on video editing and stuff like that.
Call me if you need tips, because that's what I used to do.
I know that's what you used to do. So awesome.
Well, thanks for listening, guys. See you next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Later.
Stopping the recording now.